So if you're in a funk, you have found your girl, because if there was Funk Town, I would be mayor of Funk Town. I so easily fall into funks. There are all kinds of funks, right? Like there's a heartbreak funk where you're just like too fucking sad to do anything. There's financial funks where you're too broke to do anything. And then there's like these big spiritual funks where you're just like, who am I? What am I doing anymore? Like, what's my name? What is this? My knee-jerk reaction whenever I'm in a funk is to just like want to change everything about myself. I'm gonna lose 30 pounds. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna change my name. I'm gonna quit my business. And what actually does work is the exact opposite. Not trying to become someone new, but just trying to remember who I was before life got really busy. Because it's so easy for us to just like do a to-do list, you know what I mean? But the problem is sometimes we just do a to-do list for years. And obviously we change a lot from like childhood to adulthood, but I do think there's something to like the sparks of interest we had when we were kids. I try to also go back there. There's core parts of us that have always been there, and it truly never leaves us. So for example, the last couple of years I was in a bit of a money funk because I own a business, and it just be like that sometimes, especially in the beginning. I was making a lot of food content and a lot of fitness content because that's just kind of like the world that I'm in, that I make money with. But I was very much like clocking in. Like I had to market myself. I was doing it because I had to. And nothing gets you in a spiritual funk faster than doing something you have to do for years and years and years. So now that I'm out of survival mode, I was able to just really like stop and check in and ask myself like, okay, what are things that make you feel alive, that are easy for you, that kind of come naturally? And that's how I landed on making music content, because I've always been a bit of a music geek since I was a little girl. And I named it Music is God because to me, music is still one of the few things that still feel like magic to me. Because if you've ever made anything, you can probably relate to this. It's crazy that someone has an idea, it becomes words, and then all of a sudden there's a melody, and then all of a sudden now it's a song. And then these songs are attached to like our memories and our weddings and funerals and parties. That is insane to me. That is a wonder. I can't even tell you what this little series has done for me. It has just awakened me. So some people might think like this is a whole new version of me, but it's really like the truest version of me that I've ever been. So if you're in a funk and you're a fashion girly, like maybe try thrifting. If you're an ex-athlete, maybe try running again, or going to play basketball. If you're a writer, start writing, start journaling. You don't have to work so hard at like a big rebrand. It's more of like a reunion, you know, like a reunion with yourself. And just see how there starts to be a little bit more color in your world.